We got Bart Gosen here, Ouachita County Commissioner. What'd you guys get down at your place, Bart? Anything?
I saw a puddle on the streets in corn is all I saw. I didn't see anything at the house at all.
That's so depressing.
Yep, it is. Yep.
Oh. Well, thanks for coming in this morning. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Yes.
When I did the show before, you used to come on with me all the time, but you've been ignoring my call. No, I'm just kidding.
Just been hiding.
I know. Well, that's what I'm still trying to get my feet wet, get back in the groove of doing everything for. But obviously, Ouachita County Commissioner, District 1, and here we go, re-election time, and you've got a couple of opponents this time.
Yes, I do. I've got my foreman running against me, and then another employee from District 2 is running against me.
All right. So well, we'll talk about this big campaign. Are you guys running $1 million TV ads with dark money and stuff like all these other guys are?
Yes. Not hardly.
Be nice to get a piece of that dark money. I tell you, I was trying to watch the weather last night before we were going to my kids' ball game, and it's like Virginian Jeff Starling, Obama loving Gettner. That's just like every ad is just everybody's ripping on each other.
I always watch the bottom of the screen to see who pays for this stuff,
Exactly.
And it's pretty sketchy on some of it. But,
People for American prosperity.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I'm glad it doesn't get that nuts.
Yes.
With our local races. Before we dive into the race, though. I talk to you occasionally. Usually you'll text me something about, hey, I'm in the combine, or hey, we got some rain over here.
I started cutting wheat last night. It's first I cut anyways.
Wow.
A few of the neighbors had been. Mine was 11.6 moisture, which was actually drier than I thought it was going to be for the humidity that we had yesterday. 52-pound test weight, which is very poor.
Yeah.
I've heard some reports of 46s, though, so I don't feel too awful bad. But the guy at the elevator said that's pretty well general, is the 52 pounds.
What's the yield like?
6 and 7s. I didn't graze any of mine, so it's a little bit better. Some of the neighbors over there are like at 2.9 that they're where they grazed it. So,
and it's so small.
Yes,
you have to get that header really low.
Scooping lots of dirt.
God,
scooping lots of dirt. Lots of heads go right underneath the machine because you can't get that low.
Man,
it doesn't take. You can cover a lot of acres just because you don't have to unload.
I was going to say, so do you still have a few more days, or is it not going to take long at all since there's
Well, it depends what the weather does with this rain and everything, all that good stuff. I mean, I want the rain, but yet I don't because I want to get my harvest done.
Right.
I've got about 400 acres total to cut.
Okay.
Did about, 50, 60 acres last night. So we'll get there.
Well, get it done, but it's not very exciting. Like Ron was saying in the report, a lot of people just trying to get some seed wheat for next year.
That's
right
where
at this
we're at.
point.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you. My gosh, I wish we had better news. I mean, there are rain chances every day this week, but that's what happens, right? When you get the combines in the field, then it starts raining.
Yep. We always told that when we went. I used to run north on Custom Harvest, and they said, you should have drug these combines up here 2 months ago when we needed the rain. So drag them up here then. But,
my goodness. Well, let's talk about what's happening in Ouachita County now. Was it 2016 when you went in, or 2014? Wow, 14. It's all right. Yep. Awesome.
This will be, when I finish out, it'll be 12 years.
Wow.
Yep. I came in right when the state was all hurting for all their money.
That's right.
And they raided our funds, and they were doing the crosstown beam projects back then. And mine got wiped out. I had one it was supposed to have been built that year, but they swiped all that money and it was gone. They said they put it all back, but my bridge has still never been built on this one. It's on the plans right now to be put in.
Well, talk about kind of your accomplishments over these last 12 years. You've gotten quite a few projects done without a whole lot of money, right?
Yes. We have the CED over at Clinton, which we rely on them a lot. They do all our H&H studies, which tells how many acres flows into a creek or how much area flows in and the water flow for a 10-year flood, for a 25-year flood. There's some of the old WPA bridges. I took one. It was an old WPA bridge, built in the early 30s, whatever they were built. Narrow. A lot of the farm equipment nowadays couldn't get across it. Took it out, and I dropped a 10-foot pipe in.
No.
And makes a huge difference. And anytime a lot of the older wooden bridge, I still have some wooden bridges, but not many. Drop a pipe in if you can, get your studies done. It helps a bunch. Paving roads, widening roads best we can. All the equipment's bigger than it ever used to be.
Yeah.
Just goes on.
Well, and it all takes money.
Yes.
And we know in Ouachita County in particular, I mean, there's not a huge tax base out there, so you rely on, obviously, the taxes that come in and funds from the state, right?
Yes.
Gas tax and stuff like that. You get a percentage?
We get, it's so much per road mile.
Okay.
You can buy your gas anywhere in the state. Don't make any difference. It's divided up per road mile. Ouachita County is actually the 7th largest county per road miles in the state.
That is incredible.
Area-wise, we're all Custer Dewey. We're all the same size, basically, but we have more road miles.
Wow.
That helps. They also, last year, I believe it was, they came with a PAC fund. It's Preserving and Advancing County Transportation Fund. It's a interest off of the gas taxes, I believe that's where the money comes from. And they increased our road miles to 4,000. Not road miles, the dollars per road to $4,000 per mile. What we get now, we were like at 2,600 is what we were getting. That's improved a bunch. I bought 2 new shredder mowers this year. I went to Elk City to the county auction and bought two used tractors out there off of this funds. It's been great, big, huge help. If we wouldn't have that, we would still be pretty rough shape.
Oh, I can believe it. Of course, you never have the funds to get everything done that you want, but is there something on your wish list coming up in this next term, some big projects you'd like to get done?
Oh, there's always road paving. I have what we call the Federal Road. Was built. It comes out of Alfalfa. It's just south of my county shop, about 4 miles. It goes to the east. Needs some serious work on it. There's a lot of the smaller blacktop roads that need improving. Just takes time and money. Right now, like you said, the funding is short, and like you said, Ouachita County doesn't have it. If we had a Walmart, it would be huge for Ouachita. Everybody comes to Weatherford. It just does.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got the grocery store in Cordell.
And for a while, it was struggling, right?
Yes.
For a while, I mean, that whole company was struggling, and they didn't have inventory.
Yeah, it's they're doing better.
Yeah.
90% of the time, I finish county meeting, and that's where I go in there.
Yeah.
I drive my own pickup, so I don't get caught for the county stuff that way.
Yeah.
But anyways, go in there and buy 90% of what we use. The appliance stores in Cordell, great. The small stores are great. I've got Tractor Supply, but then the biggest part of that is farm use.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot goes out with sales tax on it. Ace is there, which is great.
Yeah.
Hardware store, but there's still some of that goes out as farm use too.
And the population is just
we're
really
dropping.
low in Ouachita County.
We're dropping. We were 10,000 just a couple of years ago, and I think we're just a touch over 7.
Wow.
Now, which actually, when you have a disaster, it makes it easier to meet the FEMA requirements for that part.
Yeah.
Because that goes on population size. But yeah, and those FEMA projects are no fun.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, and especially cleaning up after something like that tornado a couple of years ago we had in Cordell.
Yeah.
So,
and there was funding for that too as well.
Yeah.
I mean, but it came in so way late.
Yeah.
And it depended. That was divided back out which district helped the most, which District 2 is right in Cordell. I mean, it covers the biggest part of my district is in Cordell.
Yeah. For
population-wise, but they did a lot of the work, even on my side of the territory. They did a lot of it. City of Cordell did a lot. And that funding all goes back that way.
Yeah. Bart Gosen is our guest, once again, District 1 Commissioner for Ouachita County, running for re-election. Of course, it's always funny that these races in Oklahoma are considered partisan, because you don't think of a county commissioner as Democrat, Republican, but all three of you are running on the Republican primary, right,
yes,
which is coming up on June 16th.
Yep, Democrat won't get the vote.
Yeah.
Not for this one.
Yeah, no independents, obviously, either, so it'll all be decided. Of course, the nice thing is you don't have to do the longer campaign and wait till November, but once again, of course, with a 3-person race, if you don't get over 50% of the vote, there's a runoff in August, right?
It'll go to August, yes.
Okay, so, Well, let's talk about what else is going on in the county. And I know there's probably a lot you can't talk about, but Ouachita County, it's my home county, even though I live here now, but I still try to touch base with what's happening. It's interesting to have a county entity suing the county, and that's what's happening with the assessor's office, right? There's an ongoing lawsuit. What can you tell us about that? I know it's a legal proceeding, so you can't get into the weeds, but
can't get in a lot. We've spent about $26,000 on our end already for attorney fees. Did get the judge did. We was hoping for dismissal, just to be dismissed.
Yeah.
Judge went ahead and set a date. I believe it's June 30, July 30. I can't remember what the exact date it is when that is. She said, I'm not doing the finances. I won't do that part of it. You guys decide all that.
Okay.
So basically mediation type deal, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Haven't got that far yet. As far as for county-wise, everybody says, hey, it says, I pay a lot of tax money for property tax. Come pay my road.
Yeah.
We don't get that money. We get like 1%, maybe 2% is all that comes to the actual county end. Rest of it goes schools, VOTEX, fire departments, EMS.
Yeah. And there's been so much in the news lately about property taxes. Obviously, state questions coming up, trying to, give exemptions for homestead. At one point, it was going to be as low as 1% for a homestead. As far as the increase each year, I think the agreement now is 1.85%, where it was 3%, right?
Something similar to that. I haven't really paid that close of attention to it. I probably should, but if the one state question comes through to abolish it, that would devastate the counties.
Yeah, I mean, how would you recoup that? I don't. Nobody likes property taxes, but it's how we fund.
Yes, it funds your schools.
Yeah.
A major portion goes to the schools, but it would devastate the rest of the county-wise, as far as they'd have to use our money to go elsewhere.
Then you wouldn't need a county assessor anymore, would you?
Yeah.
So wouldn't be any lawsuits. So some people say, hey, that may be a good thing. But that is tough, because I'm sure every office in the county would like to have more money.
Oh, yes.
Right? I mean, because you're not getting everything done. But it seems like when one entity sues the entire county, that ends up sometimes costing more than maybe what the original lawsuit was all about, I'm guessing.
It's pretty close to that's what it would be, yeah.
Yeah.
We're dipping into extra money that we didn't have to pay our attorney fees. So, yeah.
Okay. So, but once again, probably some kind of settlement down the road is what we expect.
I would guess.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. You just have to see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My goodness. Well, what else in the county? How are we like on jail and stuff like that? I know they've been getting some inmates from other areas, right? Comanche and even Custer County. Has that helped with funding that? Because obviously the jail, 20 years old now or getting close?
Yeah, probably about 15. Yeah.
15?
It was just before I came into office when that was being built.
Okay.
And there's a lot of maintenance issues going on. The lock systems, got to update camera systems, which none of that's available anymore.
Yeah.
Kevin's doing real good, though. He's like you said, he's got Custer County inmates. He had Canadian County. I think he still does some Canadian. A lot of Comanche County, and then the deportation, whatever they. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the ICE. They've got some of those.
Yes, he's got some of
Okay.
that, and there's a plan that he's using on that. That if you detain, and he said, I'm not going to go look for him.
Yeah.
But if we happen to stop somebody on interstate, that the feds pay us quite a bit per inmate that you take in, and that's helped a bunch too.
Of course, they're up against it because just like everybody else, it's hard to find enough employees too right now, right?
Yes, yeah. Detention officers is hard to find. He's keeping it running.
Great.
I think they made a deal with Bar S to get like their almost out of date stuff for food. So it's hot dogs and bologna.
Hey,
I
got to eat something, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's jail. That's what it is. It's not a luxury place.
Yeah, it's not Mahogany Prime Steakhouse for the inmates out there. So we're talking with Bart Gosen, Ouachita County Commissioner. He is running for re-election, the primary coming up on June 16th. Quick break. We'll come back with more right after this.
This is the time to drive, and the place to go is Cummins Cadillac Chevrolet GMC in Weatherford. Drive away today in a new 2026 Chevrolet Equinox and get 3.9% for 60 months. Big savings, excellent service, and easy financing. Cummins is more than a dealership. It's a family-friendly place where you're always treated like family. Your vehicle is waiting, and so are the savings. Cummins Cadillac Chevrolet GMC in Weatherford. I-40 and Airport Road, or online at CumminsBPG.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Once an Obama Democrat, always an Obama Democrat. That's the story with Charles McCall. McCall was a Democrat well into his 40s, even while Obama was president. Called himself a progressive. McCall remained a Democrat for years after Obama became president. In the legislature, McCall voted for higher taxes 20 times. 20 times. Really? And as Speaker, he pushed the largest tax increase in state history. McCall even voted to send your tax dollars to a hospital performing gruesome sex change operations on minors. That's right. McCall sent your tax dollars to fund sex change operations on kids. Despicable. But that's the real Charles McCall. Once an Obama Democrat, always an Obama Democrat. Obama Democrat Charles McCall. Too liberal for Oklahoma. Authorized and paid for by Mazie for Governor 2026.
Wright Media has Western Oklahoma covered. On the radio with the Coyote Classic, The Zoo, The Score, and News Talk KCLI. Plus live streaming local sports like Clinton, Weatherford, Thomas, Sayre, Watauga, Hydro Weekly, and Southwestern Oklahoma State University. We also cover Western Oklahoma with the West Oak Weekly. We deliver sports, entertainment, and information on air, in print, or online. That's Wright.media.
Deer Creek Market and Variety in Hydro, the best in friendly small-town customer service, hosting everything from fresh hand-cut steaks, fresh ground beef made in-house, along with fresh fruits and vegetables, grown and made in Oklahoma nuts, candies, salsas, pickles, and more. And don't forget to check out the Variety side, full of unique made-in-Oklahoma gift items. And now, treat yourself to the brand-new ice cream and coffee parlor, your new go-to spot for a sweet scoop or a fresh brew. Shop Deer Creek Market and Variety in Hydro.
David, do you need a new dishwasher?
I don't need a new dishwasher right now, but if you do need a new dishwasher, Bosch is the #1 ranked dishwasher in the U.S. They're extremely quiet. They offer superior cleaning performance. They're reliable and durable. We are Bosch Direct, so we will not be undersold on any dishwasher here that you're looking at.
Financing available 12 months, same as cash here at Topfest. Topfest and Bosch. Get your dishwasher today. That's Topfest on the corner of Main and Custer in downtown Weatherford.
An iconic Route 66 landmark, formerly Jig's Smokehouse, is selling in an online auction in Clinton. Positioned at a high-traffic I-40 exit with over 25,000 vehicles a day, this 2,112-square-foot commercial building with a second-floor living area sits on approximately 2.4 acres, and it all sells to the highest bidder over $80,000. And that's not all. A separate online auction is packed with restaurant equipment and furnishings, smokers, refrigerators, prep tables, seating, appliances, and more. Don't miss your chance. Both auctions end May 26th. Bid today at heardauction.hibid.com. That's heardauction.hibid.com.
Man, I wish I had some extra money. I would bid on Jigs right now. I'd pay $80,000 just for the barbecue sauce recipe, man. Miss that place. Bart Gosen, Ouachita County Commissioner, is our guest. Well, once again, you've been a commissioner in Ouachita County since 2014, and you talked about a lot of Cordell is kind of your area.
Yes.
What does the whole district look like?
Corn, Colony, Cordell, Cloud Chief, Cowden, which Cowden is just a community center anymore, but there's a lot of people that way. I go all the way down within about a mile of Carnegie. I'm just a mile this side of to the west side of 58, and then almost to Highway 9, right at basically the river down at that point. 540 miles, 128 bridges.
Wow.
When the guys set out to mowing, it takes a long time to cover that many miles.
And with all the rain we had last year, of course, we've forgotten what rain is, but remember last year it just rained and rained and rained. You guys had to mow so much extra, didn't you?
Yep. By the time we cover the county, just one time over is about 1,200 miles figured out a way, and we do it 3 times a year.
Wow.
So some of the roads are doubled, some are not. So you're pushing close to 4,000 miles of driving just tractors and mowers, which you start thinking of that, like to here to, say, Montana, it's 1,200 to Billings. So, yeah, Denver 600, however you want to figure your miles. You start thinking of driving a tractor that long, that many. It takes a long time to cover it.
Well, it does. And how many employees you have?
Got 9. One of mine is Lawrence Gillahan. He's been there. He's 50-plus years.
That's awesome.
He started just out of high school, and he's still there, still going.
That's really cool.
Excellent grader operator.
Well, you got a great crew, and of course,
Yes.
as you say, there's never enough time and money to get everything done. But you have been making improvements. That's the most important thing, right?
Yes, doing a lot of improvements. It just takes time. It's slow. A lot of people don't see it because it happens on one side of a county or the other side of the county. Just takes time.
Well, and as a county commissioner, we get focused a lot on roads and bridges and stuff like that, but you're really the overall chief executives of the county, and so you have to oversee everything with the courthouse, and it's been kind of crazy with assaults and stuff at the courthouse lately, so you're going to have to upgrade security there, right?
Yes, Kevin got a metal detector scanner, whatever it is, walk through, and then also to scan your bags through. He had a fund for that. Actually, I think the metal detector, I believe one of them was donated. I can't remember for sure.
Wow.
But it takes employees to sit in the courthouse to maintain it.
Yeah.
You can't just walk away, so it's got to take at least 2. Our new emergency manager is cleat trained, so he will assist, and he did work in the jail for a while.
Okay.
That will help assist on part of that too, when not all the time, but I mean we're hoping he'll help some.
But then there's like a lot of IT stuff.
Oh yes,
too, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yep. There's all that upstairs, and KelPro is our basic service for a lot of that for our management programs and numbers and everything that way. But just ongoing all the time.
Well, I still can't believe people are trying to assault people at the courthouse. Right? They went up to a judge's office and.
We've had 3 here of the recent, That's
just unbelievable.
I mean, they didn't come in with a weapon.
Sure.
But still, the person walking through, you don't know what they're going to do once they come in.
Right.
They got to wear the silver bracelets on the way out. So,
man, I tell you, it's all an adventure. Well, once again, the primary election coming up on June 16th may have a runoff anytime you have a 3-person race.
Yes,
you just never know what's going to happen. Well, bottom line it for the people of Ouachita County on why you should be reelected, Bart.
Well, I've been there for, like I said, this will be 12 years when I finish out my term. I believe experience matters. I was chairman of the commissioners. When the other guys came in, I said, hey, everybody needs to know what's going on, rotate out. Greg took over. I was on the CED board for approximately 6 years over at Clinton. I've sat on the SWOTA board. I've sat on the 911 board. I'm currently on the CIF-SIG board out of Oklahoma City, which does the insurance for everybody in the state. I believe there's 11 of us on that board, I think is what there is. And that's the workman's comp, all the way across that to vehicles, to hailstorms, whatever hits county properties. We take care of that.
So a lot of experience since 2014, and I'm sure you still have more things you want to accomplish.
Oh, yes. There's always more. I mean, just any improvements you can make across the county would be great. To widening roads, like I said earlier, equipment's all bigger. Every bit of it is. You got to have bigger bridges.
And you got another
wider roads.
wind project coming in part of the county later, but of course that tears up roads for a while, right?
Yeah, that's part of what was meeting the other day. We had a meeting and they do a road use agreement for all their heavy equipment that comes in, but they're getting ready to do the windmills at just south of Cloud Chief down there is where they're getting ready to do.
Wow.
Did have a meeting with their funding guy. Mm-hmm. And got with the chiefs of all the fire departments, and they said, "Hey, we'll do what do you need, and we'll do some funding for that." I got all the chiefs together, for whatever needs they have. So, yeah, anything we can bring back into the county is great. Big benefit.
Well, awesome. What about the family? How's your wife doing?
Wife's gaining. She's went through cancer treatments, endometrial cancer. We're on the plus side. Finished all the chemo. Got the immunotherapy. Supposed to go every 6 weeks for 5 years.
Wow.
What they're counting on. Last scan showed everything mostly gone. There's still a spot on her liver.
Yeah.
Kids are in Oklahoma City. Oldest girl works at OU.
Wow.
Boy works for AMR out of Edmond. Youngest daughter is OSU OKC for nursing school.
Wow. And she used to come out
Yes.
with you on the radio back in the day. Now
Yep.
she's already in nursing
she
school.
was this size, yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
So-
how time flies.
Yep, it does.
Well, praying for continued great recovery for your wife.
Thank
and
you.
Glad you got some good news on that last scan. And,
Yep.
you know, we're going through that down the hall with Val,
Yes.
but she got some good news last week on her scan. So cancer sucks, doesn't it?
Big time.
Well, Bart, once again, thank you so much for coming in. It's good to chat with you again,
Yes.
and good luck in the election coming up
Thank
next
you very
month.
much. Thank you very much. Vote for the right guy.
There you go, Bart Gosen, Ouachita County Commissioner.